What is going on, YouTube family? It's your boy YUNGFABIANN tapping back in with another video. You know what I'm saying? And today we got, amen, y'all know one of the biggest LeBron fans there are out there on YouTube. But this video really caught me off guard when I saw it on my feed. LeBron is lying about his career again, man. What does that mean? I honestly have no idea. I'm just trying to get right into this video, man. If y'all new to the channel, suggest y'all hit that subscribe button so y'all don't miss any of the content we'll be reacting to, man. Hey, let's go.
Maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago, a reporter asked me, like, Bron, did you going to Miami, did that turn you into a winner?
Well, duh.
And kind of thought about it for a little bit. And I responded, I said, actually, I've always been a winner.
Flashback.
Here's the buzzer. The San Antonio Spurs are NBA champions once again. James gets it, fires up a quick three. Won't go. Smith the rebound, back out, stolen by House, and that'll do it. The Celtics are going back to the Eastern Conference Finals.
The Orlando Magic have defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that's it. The Boston Celtics with the huge upset. They advance to the conference finals. And LeBron James' season is over.
20 minutes later.
In this form, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
I feel like we would have realized this by now. There were some hard teams to play in LeBron's era too. And LeBron has played over 35% of all players in the NBA. Michael Jordan was some like 20-some%. LeBron's played a lot more players and a lot of different styles of defenses and offenses, all this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he's still got
join the Miami Heat.
And I responded, I said, actually, I've always been a winner.
When looking at LeBron's NBA career, the moment everything changed for him, the perception of him changed to a lot of fans, was of course the move to South Beach, team up with D-Wade and Chris Bosh, two fellow superstars, and someone in D-Wade was a top 3 player. That move for LeBron James can't be spun, ignored, or downplayed. And for LeBron at that point, contrary to his belief, what he was not was a winner. For LeBron's Cavs the past 2 years, 2009 and 2010, they're the clear-cut favorites to win the Eastern Conference and make the finals. As looking at both those years, 60-plus wins and a much improved roster from 2007. But of course, 2009 versus Orlando fell flat on his face, and 2010 versus Boston, the biggest choke jobs in league history.
And empty seats begin to show up here at the Q by the Celtics. Cavaliers will have the ball. LeBron just 3 for 13 shooting.
You lose! Good day, sir!
LeBron by 2010, 7 years into his career, what he was not was a winner. And looking at his career trajectory, what he was on pace to be was Karl Malone 2.0. As of course, both these guys, physical freaks of nature, had amazing stats, were durable, consistent, and the NBA Finals on the biggest stage had come up short.
To show how dominant he would have been in Miami, saying, damn right, I still would be. I'm chosen. Ain't nothing changing that. Maybe less rings, but dominant from start to finish.
Well, guess what? Being there helped you get to the point where you ultimately became who you were. I don't know if LeBron James becomes that dude if you didn't have that support.
Correct!
LeBron for the
You
past...
tell me LeBron wouldn't be the man he is if he didn't play on those teams and, like, bro, he was just trying to progress his career future or, like, forward. Like, if he saw more potential to grow his career on a different team, they saying that just because he didn't, or just because he did switch careers, that's the only reason he's good. That's a crazy statement to hear from someone like me, chat. But is that really, like, what y'all think is true? Like, that's beyond me, chat. Y'all got to give me some more, you know what I'm saying, feedback on that down below. But wow.
A couple years now, he'll throw out little jabs here and there at the Heat, saying, you know, D-Wade and Chris Bosh were really good, but the team wasn't a super team. Guys like Pat Riley and Spoelstra, you know, really good basketball minds. But LeBron James, you know, prior to them, he was actually a winner. LeBron right here, what he's doing is rewriting history in real time. As for a lot of his fans, LeBron James, they know, never played in Miami. The majority of fans nowadays on social media have only seen him in Los Angeles and maybe the second stint in Cleveland. If you didn't see him in Miami, the first stint in Cleveland, you don't know who LeBron James was prior to the Heat. As that LeBron James, what he was not was a winner. When that narrative changed, though, then we joined D-Wade, Chris Bosh, Pat Riley, and the whole crew. LeBron's story that can't be overlooked or rewritten.
Bron, did you going to Miami, did that turn you into a winner? And kind of thought about it for a little bit. And I responded, I said, actually, I've always been a winner.
I strenuously disagreed with what he said. At the time that he had arrived in Miami, he had two regular.
That's low-key like discrediting Michael Jordan's early years and his accomplishments there when LeBron had, accomplishments in his early years as well.
Season MVPs in one finals appearance.
But Michael Jordan wasn't winning. Michael Jordan didn't win from 84 until 91, and LeBron was like 03 till was it 2013? So it took him some time there, but LeBron didn't.
Through his first 7 seasons. LeBron, do you realize the reason why you got into the GOAT conversation? Because of what transpired in Miami? You won 2 more finals MVPs. You won 2 more regular season MVPs. You went to 4 straight finals. LeBron, how can you say that your career was going to be the same without going to Miami?
When you have one of the biggest LeBron fans out there in Shannon Sharp, saying LeBron's absolutely not telling the truth, that should give a hint to you guys, LeBron James, to rewrite the narrative and change history. And think about this. LeBron doesn't go to South Beach, he joins the Nets and Knicks, maybe gets a championship or 2. But his overall legacy, what he's not being discussed as, is a quote-unquote GOAT on par with Michael Jordan. And speaking of someone like Jordan, if you look at the first 7-8 years of their career, it is very, very similar. But there's one big time difference. When Jordan met adversity, he powered through it. When LeBron met it, he went sideways and sought more help. Look at Michael Jordan, 85 to 87. Jordan at that point established himself as an NBA superstar and a great individual talent. As of course 87, putting up scoring figures that make James Harden blush. That right there for Jordan, that was Act 1, individual dominance. Now Act 2, you met adversity, 88 to 1990. For the vast majority of players in their careers, they're going to have that one opponent, one player they simply cannot overcome. And how do you overcome that? You don't leave your own teammates, join the other team. You keep getting better, adding to your arsenal until at some point you overcome that obstacle and you vanquish them. Michael Jordan Act 2 is when he sharpened his skills and learned how to win. And of course Act 3, when all paid off in Jordan, was eventually an NBA champion and vanquished those playoff demons.
And Michael Jordan has answered a couple of questions. There have been doubters over the years whether a team led by Jordan could win a championship.
Michael Jordan's NBA journey right there is absolute perfection. And the majority of fans is in fact the hero's journey. Look at LeBron James. Up to a certain point, he was on that path. 04 to 07, Act 1, established himself as a great player, an MVP guy. And of course in 07, made the NBA Finals. Now 08 to 2010, LeBron James met some adversity. Teams like Boston, Orlando knocked him out and put him on his ass. Now how does LeBron respond? Does he go back to his team, sharpen his skills, and come back strong with the Cavaliers? Of course not. What LeBron James does is jump ship and join 2 fellow superstars in South Beach.
You're a disgrace to this sport.
For LeBron James 04 to 2010, he was a beloved figure for the majority of NBA fans. Of course, Lakers fans, Celtics fans, they're not big LeBron fans. But NBA fans at large, they liked LeBron James. Where that all turned though was the move to South Beach. As looking at superstar precedent, yes, guys in the past had left their teams, they demanded trades. Will in the 60s got traded. But the one catch is, he already had a championship in his back pocket. Kareem in the 70s, the exact same thing. Left Milwaukee, went to the Lakers. Of course, Milwaukee had that championship in his back pocket. When LeBron left Cleveland, what did he not have? That elusive NBA championship. And of course, at this point, had never won a single finals game.
I guess what I'm seeing now is that actual grind to come into a new situation, start at the bottom, and gradually get yourself closer to that ultimate goal of winning the world championship. And I think that if I do win it, I can see all the levels and all the steps, and it can be more gratifying.
Big changes for the Cavaliers as they fall short once again.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach.
Start at the bottom and gradually get yourself closer to that ultimate goal of winning the world championship. And I think that if I do win it, I can see all the levels and all the steps, and it can be more gratifying.
So, stopping that right there very quickly, Michael Jordan 91.
I mean, just Michael Jordan and LeBron have different mindsets when it came to this. Michael Jordan stayed loyal to the Bulls, and obviously, like, him winning that gives him a little bit more aura, than LeBron. Just again, my point is just like I feel like LeBron switching teams. I see how, D-Wade being a top 3 player in that time, like how it definitely does. I mean, he joined other superstars, but LeBron himself was a superstar as well. The Heat weren't winning, and then when LeBron came around, they win it. You feel me? So when LeBron came around, they started to win. Same thing then, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. But LeBron's move was just to grow and move forward his career. And to kind of slander on that, I feel like it's a little excessive. But besides all that, chat, I want y'all to give me some more feedback down below, man. This is a good conversation we can have.
Listen to what he was talking about. When discussing winning an NBA championship, he discussed levels, adversity, and climbing the mountain. What Michael Jordan is describing is the hero's journey and how you get it done the right way, the ethical way.
To make a very I'll admit it. Michael Jordan's path is definitely a little bit more heroic than LeBron's. That's okay.
Very quick movie comparison. It's like Rocky versus Clubber Lang. Rocky in this fight had to overcome his demons and become a champion. Michael Jordan 91 did that by beating the Pistons and eventually Magic Johnson. The way LeBron overcame his demons by stacking the deck, getting other guys to help him beat that one opponent. In Rocky terms, he basically got Apollo Creed and beat Clubber Lang 2v1.
I don't think MJ won until Pippen started coming around either. So, like, Michael Jordan did, and his team did need help back in that early era to win. You feel me?
Of course, you did win, but you cut corners and kind of cheated the game.
In my 20 years playing this game, and in all the years before, I've never, ever cheated the game.
For guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, who of course have multiple championships, what comes to those titles is kind of an asterisk. As looking at Kevin Durant had won his titles was the easy way out. LeBron James, a very similar thing. As of course 2010, going to South Beach, also 2014, jumping ship, that team got old, fatigued, and replacement Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, 2 guys who were in their prime, refreshed and ready to go. Like many fans say over and over again, every championship is not created equal. And look at LeBron and Kevin Durant's rings. To me personally, it's one of the least valuable championships of all time. Because how they won it, by cutting corners and stacking the deck. Like I've said over and over again, when discussing championships and
Wendy's versus Burger King
how players win those titles, it comes with tons of context. First and foremost, did you cut corners, stack the deck, do something dastardly? The second thing, how big was your role and your contributions? Are you Steve Kerr, Horace Grant, or are you Michael Jordan? Based off who you are, that determines how much credit you get, and how you play can diminish that credit or actually increase it. How LeBron fans want it is the good, but none of the bad. As always,
Hey man, all I'm gonna say is this, yo. I feel like I definitely learned a lot from this video. You know what I'm saying about, I guess, the supposed lies of LeBron winning with his career, yo. That kind of hurts to say as a LeBron fan, you know what I'm saying? But I've learned enough Michael Jordan, and I've watched enough content on my channel now to kind of realize some of the flaws. But besides all that, I still feel like there's a good conversation to have about, his appearances in the finals. And, like, I mean, hey, there's a lot to learn in this video, man. Give me some comments down below. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be replying to them on this video. But, hey, if y'all did like today's video and y'all want to learn more about Michael Jordan, LeBron, NBA, anything, just basketball in general, man, let me know down below. Like the video, comment, subscribe so y'all don't miss when the new vids come out. And, hey, have a good day. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Yes, sir.